Hello and good morning. Let's take a look here. It says name all types of voting that I taught you yesterday. Well, the first one is polarity. Second one is order. Third one is polarity with elimination. And the fourth one is head to head, which has a name. Pairwise. Okay? So what is, or how are these, how do you do these? Well, polarity, it's whoever has the most first place votes. And you don't need a majority. The Borda method assigns points, like first place might get 4 points. Second place, excuse me, 3 points, etc. Third place, 2 points. And whoever has the majority of points, most points, wins. The problem with this one is you may not be a first choice of anybody. So you may not be best choice or first choice at all. Okay? Polarity with elimination, you automatically eliminate whoever has the least first place votes. And then you have to redo the numbers, redo the ranking. So someone who was number 4 might move up to number 3. It's real important that you redo it. And then you keep this process up until it's head to head. Repeat until it's 2 people and see who wins. Okay? And then pairwise, you have to make a chart. And you compare and see who wins. So if you're comparing A, B, and C, then your chart would look like this. It would be A, B, and C, and then A, B, and C. And you would compare not AA, so you mark that out, not BB, so you knock that out, and not CC. So all of this would be like that. So your first comparison would be A and B, and then A and C, and then B and B. And actually, no, you wouldn't do that. B and C, and then this one should be, I guess that's it. So you would make your comparisons like that. Okay, so let's talk about today's work. Today's work is right here. You're going to be doing a worksheet. And I'm going to work the first one with you in class. Okay? And I want all the work on this sheet right here. So number 1, polarity, order, elimination. That's polarity with elimination. Okay? Same way here. Polarity, Borda, and then polarity with elimination. Right here. that's 1, 2. And then on the back, 3, 4. And number 5, I want pairwise, head to head. Okay? All right, so let's turn our attention now to college algebra. Okay, so to do college algebra here, this is what we're looking at. All right, so I want you to memorize these rules right here, and we'll go over it. So look here. First thing you're going to do is move the 2 to the other side. And then 10 minus 2 is 8. You're going to square both sides. Remember, isolate the radical. So this cancels. This gives you 64. Move that over there by subtracting 2 and get 62. Okay, here are the rules. You got to look at the sign here. If it's equal, it's going to be the same and opposite. Write that down. The opposite of a plus 5 is a minus 5. On this one right here, if it points to it, and I say the inequality points to the absolute value, like this, then it's squeezed in between. So everything inside here is going to be squeezed in between a plus and a minus. Okay? If it points away, the inequality points away from the absolute value, then it's going to be the same and opposite. And opposite means you got to switch that sign. And the opposite of a plus 5 is a minus 5. And there it is. Those are the rules. So let's take a look at this first one here. Okay, so let me pull it down just a little bit. Okay, so this one is pointing towards it. See how the arrow points towards the absolute value? That would be the second one. So this is, I call this one the sandwich. So everything inside is going to be squeezed in between a plus and a minus. And then you work it out in 3 parts. So you're going to subtract 4, and you're going to get negative 12. This cancels, and this gives you 4. So the answer is going to be between negative 4, or rather negative 12, it's equal to, so color that in, and positive 4. And there it is. Anything in between there is a solution. Let's try another one. Copy this one down. This one also points towards it, but first you want to isolate the absolute value. So move that over and put plus 6. So you're going to get this. So everything is squeezed in between a plus and a minus. And then you work it out. Subtract 5. So it's going to be negative 6 and negative 4. This one right here is not equal to these, so put open circles. There it is. Last one. Equal to. Okay, so this one is equal to, so it's going to be the same and then the opposite. Same, opposite. And then you work it out. Subtract, divide, subtract, divide. Okay, try these two. Okay, so to do these two, this one points towards it. So first thing you got to do is get the absolute value by itself. So you're going to add 9 and get 28. Then you're going to divide by 7, and I guess that's going to be 4. Okay? Now it's pointing towards it, so it's going to be the sandwich. So it's going to be n over 3, positive and negative. So you're going to multiply by 3. When you do, you get negative 12, and then positive 12. So it's in between those two and exclusive. This one right here, let me change this sign for a minute, because I meant to do that. Let's make it greater. Copy that one down. Okay, so on this one right here, you want to isolate it, so you want to subtract 8 and then divide by 4. So when you subtract 8, you're going to get 16, I think it is. And when you divide by 4, you're going to get 4. This one is pointing away from the absolute value, so I think it's going to be the same and the opposite. Now make sure when you put the opposite, you change that sign to that, and then work it out. Okay? Remember, if you multiply or divide by a negative number, you got to switch the inequality. So when you divide by that negative 2, this sign will change. Same thing over here. All right, that's pretty much it. You have a worksheet for today. Your worksheet looks like this. If you cannot find it, it's not in the folder, you can't get it from another student, then you need to get it off the video. Okay? No need to ask me for it, because I'm not going to have it. I'm going to say go to the video on YouTube. Okay, that's pretty much it for today. Have a good morning, and I'll see you guys in class.